The Queen's fortune revealed. Harry madly creating battle of royal after Charles owned £68.5 billion. The Queen's fortune has been revealed, with the amount at the time of her death estimated to be around £68.5 billion. The Irish Mirror reported that Her Majesty's net worth was made up of the royal family's assets. However, while the late monarch's worth was valued in the billions, her personal wealth is thought to be much lower, in the hundreds of millions. In 2021, Forbes estimated her personal wealth, reported to be comprised of investments, art, jewels and real estate, was around the £430 million mark. However, the Sunday Times Rich List estimated her wealth at £370 million in 2022. Yet despite the estimates, The Guardian reported that the Queen's true net worth has never been disclosed. The Guardian also reported that the Queen had pressured the government to change the law back in the 1970s, to hide her exact level of wealth from the public. She cited the reasons as being embarrassing for the public to know. The fortune she leaves behind is due to be passed on to King Charles III, following the Queen's death on September 8, at Balmoral Castle in Scotland. The King will allegedly inherit the majority of his mother's nearly £500 million fortune. In 2017, the royal family were estimated to be worth £68.5 billion, but the wealth is complicated and is spread out between numerous members of the firm. Along with the Queen, these members include King Charles and his wife the Queen Consort Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall, Prince William and his wife Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge, Princess Anne, the Queen's daughter, the Queen's youngest son, Prince Edward, and his wife Sophie, the Countess of Wessex, Forbes claims. It comes after King Charles III has approved a new bank holiday which will go ahead on Monday, September 19, for his late mother's funeral. King Charles III and his siblings stood vigil by the coffin of their late mother, Queen Elizabeth, on Friday, Saturday 4/3/08, as tens of thousands of mourners queuing to pay their final respects during her lying in state were told they faced a wait of up to 24 hours. Charles, Princess Anne, Princes Andrew and Edward, attired in military uniforms, stood in silence with their heads bowed for the 15-minute vigil at their historic Westminster Hall, where the coffin of the late monarch has been lying since Wednesday. Most of the other members of the British royal family, including some of the Queen's great-grandchildren, watched from a gallery. Tens of thousands of people of all ages and from all walks of life have already filed past the coffin in a constant, solemn stream to pay tribute to the Queen, who died in Scotland on the 8th of September at the age of 96 after a 70-year reign. Despite the warning of how long it would take to reach the building, mourners continued to join a well-organised line that stretches along the south bank of the Thames and then over the river to Parliament's Westminster Hall, knowing their wait would last through the night when temperatures were forecast to be cold. We have been overwhelmed by the tide of emotion that has engulfed us and the sheer number of people who have gone out of their way to express their own love, admiration and respect to such a very special and unique person, Prince Edward, the Queen's youngest son, said in a statement. Rosie Beddoes, 57, from Sussex, had queued with her husband and son, and happened to pass by the coffin when it was being guarded by the royal family. It was absolutely amazing, so moving, so beautiful. It was an incredibly long day, but we saw the King, she said, sounding elated. I can't believe it. I think he's going to be a brilliant king. Despite the warning of lengthy queues, repeated across local rail stations, people had flooded into Southwark Park to join the line, many in high spirits.